Get ready for some wow on the Signature Mike Show.
I got that wow. Who wants some hands up right now? We got that. Turn it up loud. I know you're wondering how. I got that wow.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. We're excited to have you here. I have some fabulous, fun guests today. I have Dennis and Anastasia Petrunen with me today. How are you? It's nice to see you.
Excellent. Thank you.
Some people may recognize them, some may not. They are a duo. We have the concert mistress of the Augusta Symphony, Anastasia, and we have the principal timpanist of the Augusta Symphony, Dennis, as well. And they're married. In case you didn't know, you're gonna learn so much about these folks today. But thank you for being here.
Thank you for the invitation.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So tell us when you came to Augusta. How long have you been here?
Well, we came to Augusta in 2017.
Okay.
We won our auditions with Augusta Symphony, and since then, we're happy to be part of this community.
I love it. And you have taken it by storm, the musical world by storm. You both play in the Augusta Symphony, but you're also
Correct.
a duo, and you play a lot of other things. Tell us about some of these other gigs. Do you call them gigs? Gigs sound so informal, and
I
you guys,
know.
yeah, concerts and
Performances.
things. Performances, yes, that's much more sophisticated. Tell us about some of these others.
Well, playing in a duo is the biggest part of our music life outside of the Augusta Symphony, and it's been, we're celebrating 15 years anniversary this year.
Oh, great.
As well as our 15th year marriage anniversary, because we started actually playing together when we were back at Yale doing our master's degree. And we're
Okay.
still arguing whether we started dating first or we started playing first. We have a different opinion about that.
I love it. What's your opinion? What do you think, Dennis?
We started playing first.
Did you? Okay. Maybe it maybe it happened at the same time. So, the Augusta Symphony, they have a season, and we're in the summer, so you're off for the season. Is that when you tend to do more of these other performances?
Yes, and
Absolutely.
actually, we get more time to work on our new pieces because as a very unusual duo, violin and percussion, we have to work with living composers who are writing pieces for us.
Yes.
So summer is a great time for us to get into practicing those pieces, and also for projects like, for example, in August, we're going to San Diego for a festival which is only contemporary music, so it's going to be our highlight of the summer.
I love it. And so when you say you're a duo, there's no other string or brass or anything else. It's just the two of you.
We do collaborate with other musicians occasionally.
Okay.
But mainly it's the two of us, where Anastasia plays the violin, and I play all kinds of percussion instruments. Not
Okay.
timpani, not the big kettle drums
Yes.
in this scenario, but it's mainly keyboard percussion, marimba, and vibraphone. And actually, that's the part where the name of our duo comes from.
Okay.
We're called Vimadian Duo, which consists of 4 syllables: V for violin,
Okay.
Ma for marimba, D for Dennis, and for Anastasia.
I love it. Wow, so creative. That's amazing. I would love to hear, and I have heard you play some of these other instruments and all of that. So that rounds out your sound when you do performances as well. So concert mistress, tell us what that entails. I know I go to the symphony a lot, so I see you, and you're the first one that comes out, and you always look gorgeous, and everybody's clapping, and you always have the best shoes, and I'm in the front row, so anyway. But tell us, there's so much more to it than you just gracefully coming out on stage and tuning everybody up and getting everybody ready for the performance for the maestro. What are some of your duties? What are some of the things that you do?
This is such a great question because I often get asked this question. The job, the work that you do not see is, it starts months in advance because I'm the one who should be putting the bowings, so that in the end it gets transferred to all the strings, and then in the end you would see the unity in strings playing, down bow, up bow, all that. This is the job that gets done, like a couple of months in advance. And then during the rehearsal process, I'm the one who works with the conductor to make sure that, Dirk's musical decision translate very well in terms of, how we do it technically. So, I think that my job is to just be helpful.
No pressure. Are you pressured? Do you get nervous? You never look nervous. Again, you're so graceful, and you're so. I love to watch you play because your whole body is into the music, and I can just watch you play, and I can feel the emotion. I hear the emotion of the music, and then I see it as you play. Is there any nervous tension at all in what you do?
Well, I believe that only the dead person does not get anxious. I do get a little bit nervous, but I think we need a little bit of a degree of that nerve, to make our performances exciting.
Yes.
It's, the problem comes when a performer experiences, the anxiety that, one cannot control, but I do not experience this. So
I see. Well, I love it. I love it. The new symphony season is coming up, and I have a lot of friends. We talked about this earlier. I have a lot of friends that like to watch football, and sometimes they think of classical music or even symphony. The pops, they just think of symphony as a little too fanciful and not so entertaining, or we need to get them into the seats and they can see that there's so much more to it. It's a whole experience. But with the new season coming up, tell us about one symphony in particular that you're excited about.
Well, of course, I will be egoistic, and I'll say that April concert was my Tchaikovsky concerto performance. It's the one that I'm looking forward to.
Of course, I knew you were going to say that.
Right, but we also have wonderful season planned, and we have Star Wars again in the end of the season. So, looking back at the previous one, I think it's going to be a huge success, and it was such an exciting event.
It was great. So you played the symphony, played the score of Star Wars as they showed it on screen. I brought some friends that hadn't been in the symphony before because I knew that was one that I could get them in the seat for, and they came, and now they're hooked. They love it. So people need to see this. Children need to see it. I remember as a child, I would go to a play or to the theater or to see a concert, and you just get wrapped up, and it becomes culture. It becomes part of your history of growing up and what you want to do as you. What's a night like in your life other than music? What do you guys do? What do you like to do?
We do yoga.
We do yoga.
I love it. I've seen you do some yoga things, strengthening your core as you play, and I'm sure that makes you a stronger musician, concentration and all of that as well.
Of course. I believe that's, physical aspect of our performances are very important ones because we tend to think so much about, our upper body just working, and then we kind of forget about the body as a whole. And
Exactly. Gotcha. Thank you for being here. Stay tuned with us. We have a fabulous charcuterie and design segment coming up. We'll be right back.
Ever wonder what truly makes a house a home? It's all the thoughtful touches, all the little details that bring personality and character to any space. At Signature Interiors and Gifts, we believe that your home should be as unique as you are. Our collection is a treasure trove of inspiration, just waiting for you to explore. Our team would be honored to help you create a home that's not just lived in, but truly loved. Signature Interiors and Gifts, where every corner of your home tells your story.
Hi, Suzanne Lily Honeymichael here with Hardwood Floors & More. My husband Greg and I continue to hear about concerns about price increases, but we want to let you know we have always been focused on American-made products. We have the largest selection of flooring and lighting, and our commitment to you is to provide you with the best pricing, products, and workmanship. So come see where our company is the company that friends recommend. Hardwood Floors & More, so much more in store for you.
Welcome to Bordeaux's Steak and Seafood in Thompson, Georgia, where casual dining meets southern charm and every meal feels like a special occasion. Our mouth-watering steaks, fresh seafood, and handcrafted cocktails set the stage for unforgettable moments. Whether it's date night, a family celebration, or just because, Bordeaux offers the perfect mix of comfort and class. Come see us tonight. You're always welcome at our table.
It's hard to know where to start when shopping for home or kitchen appliances, but you can count on Kelly Appliance for exceptional value and dedicated customer service. Family owned and operated since 1962, their friendly and knowledgeable staff will see you through the entire process, from selecting the right product to experienced delivery and installation. It's no wonder that Kelly Appliance is consistently awarded for their service and expertise. Visit Kelly Appliance at one of their 2 convenient locations in Martinez and Aiken.
Welcome back. We are in the kitchen with my fabulous friend Barbara Dubois. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
So I asked you about, we know Barbara from, she sells real estate with Mark Herbert out at the Villages of Bordeaux, and now the Washington Commons, yes. So we know Barbara there, but I wanted Barbara to do a cooking segment with me. So we talked about it, and tell the people what you said.
I said my favorite thing to make for dinner is reservations.
Yes. So I want her to cook, but we're going to do something fun and easy. I'm going to teach Barbara how to make a charcuterie board, some simple things for a charcuterie board. And, you know, I mean, it all starts with the board. Look at this fabulous board that we have. It's footed.
Beautiful.
It's nice and large. I love it. We're going to make some rosettes. And you can do this really with a little cup, with a glass like this. And we're just going to take, and I got a variety of salamis and prosciutto and things like this, so we can do a multi-flower. We don't have to do one color. So as we do this, just maybe alternate a little bit. And you take it in half, and then you overlap the next one by half, and you do half again.
Okay,
and you just keep going around.
Mixing it up.
Going around. Anything exciting in the real estate world these days out at Bordeaux?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. We have a new floor plan. 2 new floor plans.
Get out. Awesome.
Yeah, and we have, of course, our popular 3-bedroom, 3-bath, but in keeping with some workforce housing and getting some people who are either downsizing or just getting started, we have some 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and some 2-bedroom, 2.5-bath, and they're already like doing really well, selling.
Wow,
So,
I like how you can multitask.
yeah.
I'm trying to talk and work, but I love doing these multi-florals because I think it's going to be really, really pretty. I've made these before where I didn't have enough pieces, so I think I got us enough meat today that these are going to be nice, full rosettes.
And how many layers should we do?
I'm thinking I'm going to try to maybe do about 6. I'm going to keep
okay.
going until I don't, you know, honestly, you could probably just do 4 or 5 and it would be
Nice.
enough. But I'm going to try to make a really, really full one. But it'll be interesting to see the difference between mine and yours. And that's what makes this fun. I mean, if you're having a party, the kids could certainly get involved and help. It's an easy, fun thing to do. And it just looks like you've made a little effort. I mean, I'll be the first to admit, I have friends over, and I throw something together pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Maybe throw something in a bowl. But this is trying to teach me as well how easy it is just to make a statement and not spending a lot of time or money. You know, it's nice, even if you're going to dinner, to have friends over maybe for a cocktail first, have a little charcuterie, you know, and then forego the appetizer at the restaurant, right?
Well, you know, I make charcuterie at home because this is the one thing I can cook, and if you call it cooking, but I've never done anything this fancy, I'll just tell you
I love
that.
it. I'm going to see what mine looks like. We're going to
Okay.
turn it over. Oh, wow.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have to say I did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. And you keep working on that. We can
Okay.
throw some cheese up here. Let's see. We're going to have some crunch and some nuts, but that has to do with our design segment, our design dilemma that we have coming up next. So after we do this, you have to stay with us so you can see the remainder. I'm going to make something really interesting to work with the charcuterie board.
Oh, awesome.
So I'm just shaving off the peel of this. And let's see what we have. I don't have a knife. You talk, keep people busy.
Okay.
I'm going to grab my knife over here.
Of course, his is going to look good. I'm afraid to flip mine out.
What I want to do, I've cut a slice, and I have this little cookie cutter guy here, and I want to see if I can. Oh, I think I did. Look how cool this looks. Look at that little guy. That's cucumber. I brought some skewers today, but you gave me this lovely set. You're so sweet. You're always bringing me a gift. I appreciate that. But these little gold metal skewers even comes in a little container. I mean, how nice is that? That could even sit on this charcuterie board.
Yes.
But I'm going to spear some tomatoes and then this great little cucumber I just did. Why don't you try one of these cucumbers?
Okay.
There is a top and bottom.
All
so if
right.
we have this, or is there? Yeah, that's
Yep,
the top.
That's
yeah.
the top. Okay.
Make one of those.
I love how it gives that pop of color.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, look at that skewer, how cool that looks. That looks really, really
That's
great,
pretty.
isn't it?
I did it.
I love it. Thank you for these skewers. They're so lovely. They're so nice. Give me one. Let me give you another slice.
Okay.
Let's alternate this one and see what this one looks like.
All right.
Let me skewer this, then a tomato, and then one of those. I guess these are cookie cutters. I don't know what
Yeah.
they use these for, but I mean, look how sweet that is.
Yeah,
Look
that's
how nice that
cute.
is. Should we look to see what your rosette looks like?
Sure. I don't have very high hopes.
Yeah, but, you know, I've made these before in a little cup-like, but I like that these are on a stemmed glass because it's easier
To
to
flip.
turn over. Oh, it looks great. And you know, you can fluff it a little bit. How pretty is that?
Thank
That looks
you.
really, really
You're
great.
very generous with your compliment.
Well, you have to admit, it looks like we gave some effort. I wanted to
It is pretty.
try something else. I got some prosciutto, but this is really, really thin. I don't think that's going to work for what I wanted to do, so I'm going to try a piece of salami.
Okay.
You know, that's what I like. You know, I make some of this stuff up as I go along.
Yeah.
So I was going to make this up. This prosciutto is way too thin. I was going to kind of wave it, make it interesting. It's not going to work. So I'm going to do something like this. I just kind of wanted to give a little more texture. I don't know if we do a layer of some things like this, it gives us a little more height.
Yeah.
You know, I just pushed it in half. Let me try the prosciutto, but
That's
I think
beautiful.
it is way too thin. I just kind of wanted to waft it back and forth.
I like to wrap that with some melon.
Oh, so you do a little cooking.
Well, that's not cooking. That's wrapping.
I see. Yeah, I mean, that might work.
Yeah.
But little pieces like that, I like different heights and different dimensions on the board. I think that looks really, really great. And you could do some fruit if you want, some grapes. But, you know, if you're doing something beforehand, again, before dinner, something like this, the more savory with some cheese, and then something crunchy, you know, is awfully
little
nice.
nuts.
But that makes a nice presentation. And
Yeah.
it looks like we cared.
It does.
You know, and
It
maybe
does.
the kids helped do something.
Yeah. I
Anyway,
love the color,
stay
too.
tuned. I have a design dilemma, and we're going to add to our charcuterie table. We'll be right back.
At F&M Bank, you're more than a customer. You're family. We believe banking should feel like home. Familiar faces, real conversations, and service that's rooted in values and built on relationships. We take the time to know your name, your story, and your dreams. With roots in Washington and Augusta, we're proud to grow with our neighbors. F&M Bank, growing strong, one neighbor at a time.
There's something special about mornings at Emma's Cafe, where days begin with a smile, fresh brewed coffee, and breakfast that makes you feel right at home. Try our famous Bulldog breakfast, classic biscuits and gravy, or treat yourself to an unforgettable French toast. Come see us Monday through Saturday from 7 to 1 on Main Street in beautiful Thompson, Georgia. Emma's Cafe, where breakfast is more than a meal, it's a moment.
At Reliable Equipment Rental, we rent the good stuff. From compact lawn and garden equipment, large earth-moving equipment, to Takeuchi compact equipment known for its brute strength and bulletproof durability. Whether you're a professional contractor or a weekend do-it-yourselfer, we have the equipment to get your job done. And in the CSRA, you can only get the good stuff at Reliable Equipment Rental, your trusted Takeuchi dealer. Sales, parts, and service, 4001 Washington Road.
Home isn't just a place, it's where life happens. At the Villages at Bordeaux, each townhome invites you to build memories, celebrating life's little moments and big dreams. Thoughtfully crafted by Herbert Homes, your home offers comfort, energy efficiency, and easy access to our event center, Bordeaux Steak and Seafood, I-20, and downtown Thompson. Ready to find your place? Call today to schedule your tour of the Villages at Bordeaux.
We're going to elevate that charcuterie board we just made, or we partially made, because it is nice to have something a little crunchy.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a crunch guy. We've talked about it before. I love a crunch. So and we can certainly put some things in a bowl and sit them around. And again, I do that a lot, and so I need to take note as well. But what's nice about this is that some of these things you might have in your home. I did go out and try to coordinate some, find interesting things that look good together, but these are certainly things that you might find in your cupboard. And you know, sometimes we have those onesies and twosies, a cup
Yes.
or a bowl or a plate, something that doesn't match something else. So it's nice maybe to use those in another way.
Yeah, there's something that you got a sentimental value that, you know, you might have one or two, and what do you do with it?
So you're crafty too. I like it. I like
theory.
it. You are the total package. I love it. Because we did not talk about this, did we?
No.
I love it. I love it. So what I want to do, and I like to create height, as we
Yes.
talked about. I like to create some height. So I found this really great. It's a plate, but just with that little rim,
I
it
like
almost
that.
is a half bowl almost.
Like a little fluted edge.
Yeah, and you know, a lot of people have these blue and white Delft tiles in their kitchen and all of that. So again, we could simply put something there, but I want to do a couple of things. Let's see, I've got my handy dandy hot glue gun. So, you know, bowls normally sit like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn it upside down, and we're going to run hot glue around what we have here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to center it on this bowl, or this plate, if you will. And look what we've created.
Wow, that's
Isn't that
pretty.
nice? And you know, you could do these bigger and do them for cakes or cupcakes or
Yeah.
something like that. I have charcuterie in mind for this, but this would look nice paired with our charcuterie. That might look nice up there.
Oh, I love it.
And
it gives
again,
it a pop of color
exactly.
too, and height.
Yes, really, really fantastic. And so in there, let's see, why don't we put, I try to be healthy. Our nutritionist from Be Healthy, Beth Crandall, she's got me on this health kick, so I'm trying to eat healthier. But you know, we put some almonds, they're healthy. But look at the presentation now.
Yeah, it's
I
totally
mean,
elevated.
that just elevated that up a little bit.
Yeah.
And maybe we can coordinate that blue and the white with the kitchen.
Yeah.
You know?
Or seasonal too.
I like it. I like it. Yes, absolutely. I'm looking forward to seasonal things here on the show. We're going to have a lot of fun with that. I'm going to try something else. I don't know that this is we're going to
It's on
try.
the fly.
I saw this idea. We're going to give it a shot. I'm going to run my glue around again, but this time I'm going to glue back to back, just like that. Hot glue can get a little messy, but what's nice, you can come around there. I have been burned so many times. Do you use a hot glue gun much?
Yes, but I always make sure I have my first aid kit.
I love it.
Because I get
love
burned
it.
all the time too.
Yeah, it does. Now, I could certainly use it like this. I could, then we have a footed thing. But again, if I wanted to, I could glue this on top, and then
I
we have
like
something
that.
even a little taller. And we're coordinating with what we have there.
I love it.
I like that. I don't like it as much as that, to be honest, but you know, I might like it more like that. Maybe you could run some twine or something around here. That might jazz that up a little bit, but that's nice. I wanted to find something even more fun, and I like these plates because they just looked kind of vintage. They look like something my grandmother had,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
So, and again, maybe it is something that's a
That was
keepsake.
passed down.
Exactly. And then I found these great bowls. Look how well that coordinates. Isn't that really, really great? Love, love, love that. So again, let's try this. Let's turn the bowl upside down.
All right.
I think this is going to look really great together. Now, I was at the craft store the other day getting this, and I love this show has taken on a life of its own, and people are saying, we watch your show, and they're looking into my cart to see what I have. And I said, well, make sure you pay attention because this will be on the show. So I hope they're watching, because they saw this in my cart. Now look how nice this is.
I love that. That's beautiful.
Isn't that good? The colors, again, if the colors work for you, that would be really, really great. So love, love, love that. And again, to me, it looks a little vintage. So that might work. And what's nice about this, let's see if I wanted to try it. Are we going to like what I did with the, well, again, I kind of like that, maybe if we glue that on top. But these Parm crisps are really great.
Oh, I love those.
Low carb, and they're great for a charcuterie. So we could put those in here.
And look at the color.
The color's great. Yeah, I didn't glue that one yet, so we have to be careful.
That's
But
okay.
again, pull some things out of your cabinet and see what works, and layer up a charcuterie board. But again, it looks like you made the effort, and
Yes.
it's not just thrown out on the table like I normally do. So anyway, well, thank you for
thank
being here,
you.
playing with me, having fun, and
And
coming up with some
inspiring me.
ideas. Yes, I love it. Stay tuned. We will be right back, and we'll have a farewell from my fabulous guest from the day. We'll be right back.
Hi, Suzanne Lily Honey-Michael here with Hardwood Floors & More. For years we've been talking about our flooring and lighting gallery, But did you know we are also your one-stop shop for wallpaper? Today, more than ever, wallpaper is the most popular home design element by combining both color and texture. So Hardwood Floors & More has you covered from floor to ceiling. And don't forget, we offer interest-free financing throughout our showroom and a military discount. Discover for yourself why Hardwood Floors & More has so much more in store for you.
Imagine a life filled with energy, adventure, and clarity, where each day is a new opportunity. At Be Healthy Medical Weight Loss, we're here to turn that vision into reality. With over 15 years of experience in the Augusta area, our specialists are dedicated to guiding your health journey. Whether you want to lose 10 pounds or 100, trust our experts to get you to your goals confidently and safely. Buzz on over to 4150 Washington Road so you can thrive at the Hive.
Welcome to Second City Distillery. We are handcrafted one bottle at a time in the heart of Augusta, Georgia. Come visit us and discover the art of distillation like never before. Our spirits are curated, ensuring every bottle tells a story of passion and dedication. From our smooth, award-winning bourbon to our crisp and refreshing vodka, we offer a diverse range of flavors that capture the essence of our passion. Join us for a tasting or a tour and experience the spirit of Augusta with Second City Distillery. Cheers.
What if the perfect pair of shoes could transform more than just your outfit? At Signature Soles and Apparel, it's not just about fashion. It's about finding the pieces that make you feel confident, unique, and ready to take on the world. From stunning shoes to statement outfits and accessories, every item is carefully chosen to help you express your personality. Let our friendly team help you discover your next favorite look. Signature Soles and Apparel, where every step you take feels beautifully you.
One thing that I forgot, I had this great hummus. Hummus is so low in carbs. You know, when you think about sauces and things like that, you know, so I'll put this in the bowl here. I have to mix this red pepper up. I love how it looks on top, but again, I love this bowl. Do you entertain much? Do you and Dennis entertain much at the house?
We do love to have guests after the concerts. It's not often, but sometimes, yes.
And it's so after the concert, it's kind of late. What kind of things might you eat?
Well, we like the little things. I like those little Greek things which you can buy, and they're like frozen, and then you can just stuck them in the oven, and they will be ready in like 10 minutes.
Gotcha. Because before a performance, you probably don't eat a heavy meal. So when you're done, you want some food.
And something light.
I love it. I love it. Have you been to the symphony?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
I love it.
good.
And
I've seen you there.
definitely enjoy. Yes.
Yes, awesome, awesome.
Yes,
You'll be
we love
going
it.
with me some. We'll be having some fun at the symphony. There's a
love
great
it.
season coming up.
Yes.
Really, really awesome. Yeah, so did you learn something?
I did, and I think I have a little bit of a sweet tooth, so they also make a dessert hummus, which is amazing if you have not tried it yet.
That's nice. So
Yes.
after dinner, then you
Yes.
could make a dessert charcuterie, maybe with grapes and some
Yes.
fruits, and this special dessert
Yes.
hummus.
Yes.
Have you had that? Have you tried that?
No, but I'm gonna try now.
Sounds yummy. Oh my gosh, it sounds so good. But I love this. I love a presentation. There's nothing better than that. And again, I'm teaching people and myself because I don't do this all the time. But gonna have to start adding all of this up. Thank you both for being here today.
Thank you for the
I
invitation.
appreciate it. We will see you at the upcoming Augusta Symphony, and we'll see you next time here on the Signature Mike Show. Bye-bye.